5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate very much your generous invitation to be here tonight. You bear heavy responsibilities these days.
Welcome to Stock Legends Radio Show, seeking answers, opinions, and the inside scoop, putting you in the front seat on Wall Street.
In today's market,
This is breaking news. Where is it going next?
StockLegends.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Stock Legends Radio Show, episode 15. Please welcome today's host, myself, Quick Draw. Also, today is a special guest. We have the CEO of public ticker symbol SEEK, the directory.com, Scott Gallagher, on the line. Scott, welcome to the Stock Legends Radio Show.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, it's our pleasure. Before we get into the meat and potatoes of your company and what you guys have going on currently, why don't you take a moment to tell us a little bit about yourself and what your background is?
Sure. Well, my background prior to getting involved in public companies, I was a stockbroker for probably about 10, 11 years, Series 7, 63, and 24 licenses. Opened a couple offices for a national chain, and then retired my licenses and went to start a small hedge fund back in 2000 and managed that for about a year. And then after that, I basically got into the startup side, and it all kind of originates from, being involved in the brokerage business as a stockbroker, and then later as a fund manager, and kind of just evaluating small businesses. That was obviously the 90s leading into 2000 was a very exciting time to be in that business. So after, after managing the hedge fund for about a year, I left that business, went in to start my first startup. This was a privately held company. Worked in that company for about 2 years, was very successful with it, and then kind of transitioned from there into the public markets. And I took my first public company from zero in revenue up to around $7 million. And then that one actually was a piece that were the first kind of vision for what is now the directory.com, and kind of this idea that I'm into now really originated back in 2004, 2005, when you started seeing kind of the drop-offs from the .com, kind of bust on the domain side, and there was available some of these very premium generic .com, .net, .org domain names, and I've always been such a big fan in terms of what you can do with those brands once you acquire them. So that kind of leads us into, started this project in 2004, 2005 in terms of acquiring the brands and kind of building the model. And then started the company about 3 or 4 years ago. And just last year came out of what we would call development stage, say a year ago, November. And grew revenue 300% last year, and it brings us right to where we are now.
Yeah, that's incredible. Actually, your growth has been great. Now, what in particular brought you to the decision where you wanted to corner a particular segment or niche? Because it makes a lot of sense, from a business standpoint. But what made you actually go after the particular segment you're going after now, like, podiatrist.com, pediatricians.com, chiropractic.com? What made you actually corner that segment of the market?
Well, it's funny. It kind of goes back to when I was a stockbroker, and again when I was a fund manager, is when you sat and would take a look at some of these companies, and we looked at a lot as a fund manager. We had companies come into us all the time wanting us to finance them, and then you're investing in public companies. The statistics of the baby boom generation and the opportunities to kind of capitalize on that, or as the technology evolves to provide different services to that massive market, has been something that's excited me, again, kind of since I was a stockbroker, because there's kind of undeniable underlying statistics that are going to happen there. And so we decided early on to try to capture as much of the, kind of brands that we've acquired, podiatrist.com, pediatricians.com, dietitians.net, brands like that kind of targeted the health market, where we could capitalize on that trend. That's a long-term trend. It's going to be here for the next 20 years. So that was really how we decided where we were going to target and how we acquired these domain names. And then also, again, what was the most exciting part about it was at the same time, we were watching, kind of the implosion of the Yellow Page model, which is a 150-year-old business model. It's been extremely successful.
Exactly.
So you couple those two things together, and that was really the origin of the directory.
That makes a lot of sense. You guys have witnessed some extreme growth here in the recent months. You just set a new company record for the directory.com as far as your search rankings. Now, I was speaking to you the other day, the directory.com, what's the Alexa rank on that? Because it was an unbelievable result that you told me.
Yeah, that's actually the Alexa rank that I was speaking with is about one of our brands, businesslist.com. Okay. And BusinessList was a brand we acquired last November. It was probably our first acquisition we've done in a while in terms of acquiring a major brand. But there's a specific reason for that, and it fits into our model, which we can discuss later. But yeah, that Alexa ranking was about 100,000 when we acquired the site. And we broke through 10,000 on Alexa last week. And once you cross that 10,000 mark, Alexa gives you a daily ranking, so you can see where the site is daily, which we had never had access to that before. And I think last Monday we were about 5,200. And it's funny because that site we've worked on very, very hard since last November. And most of our competitors in this space are, funded with 25 to $100 million, most of our direct competitors. And we've basically had zero financing and just been myself and some of our early investors. So we're real proud of that because our site, BusinessList in particular, outranks all of our competitors by a pretty wide margin too.
We're going to have listeners that are going to be listening in from all different avenues to this radio show. So let's just draw them more or less a visual picture of what exactly the directory.com and the sister sites do, as far as being a database and where the revenue streams come from and what the benefits would be to somebody that would actually be coming to the site.
Sure. So there's basically two core categories. There's the front end users that come to all these sites for different reasons. So in that case, it's essentially a Yellow Page type business model where we're basically giving them a network of directories to help them find local businesses. That's the core product when we started. We've recently expanded that, and we're going to expand that even further now, kind of in the next couple of months, by rolling out a vertical search product. Our first one is going to be on chiropractor.net, and that'll enhance the user experience and provide more kind of stickiness to these sites where the users, when they find them, won't use it just purely as a directory because there's a million directories on the internet, but now they've got a source to go and gather information just for that specific category. So that's the one side of the business. Then obviously where our revenue is derived from is on the business side. So on the business side, we're providing these outlets, these destinations for local businesses to acquire new customers. And what we've done since our launch, I've discussed this a couple times in the last 6 or 8 months, we launched our call center. We opened a call center in November of 2011. We spent the first 12 months, we had very good growth, but we identified kind of different systems and different processes that worked, some that didn't work, and some things that the small businesses liked and things they didn't like. And we decided to kind of tailor the products that we're offering to them to kind of meet some of these needs. So I think it was October, November, we decided to build a local dashboard, which basically integrates all these local products. So kind of getting ahead of myself on that, but that's just the core revenue side, is to provide business products to these local businesses to help them acquire new customers and enhance and manage their listings online.
So you're actually channelizing the end consumer with the person that's actually providing the service. So you're giving them a place to actually migrate, search. Shortly, they'll be able to search and do research and cross-search within the particular categories and find the information all from one portal. Is that more or less correct?
Yeah, that's exactly it. The vertical search piece is something that we're very excited about. We partnered with a small company that's got a 60 million or so market cap, but they've got a great vertical search product that allows us to create vertical search engines, and really then we have the destinations that our clients can directly kind of try to solicit new business in an environment where they're not competing with Google, where you've got all these outside parameters and searches and different things. So the vertical search piece is something that we think will take these brands to the next level in terms of the traffic rankings across the network on all the sites, and will really make them sites that the front end users really love.
Yeah, it'll give them the opportunity to kind of cut through the red tape and get directly to what they're looking for. which makes a lot of sense. Let's take a moment to speak about your growth here. The directory.com, you've been realizing a lot of growth, your search engines, also revenues. What kind of growth would you say that you've seen over the last year?
Yeah, we've had I don't have the exact numbers in front of me, but I believe it's 5 or 6 quarters consecutively of top line revenue growth. When we started, prior to going into this development era that we've been in for the last 6 months with the local dashboard and the vertical search product, we ran the ship. We really wanted to test the model, make sure that we can make money at it. We've successfully did that. We know that the model works. It's been tested. So now we're kind of trying to take the model to the next level and advance it so we can scale this thing up. So the revenue for the last year, we grew from about $80,000 in 2010 to 350-ish last year. We did about 150 in the first quarter. Puts us on pace for 100 or more % growth for this year. But really for this year, we really think we're going to start scaling the business up very quickly with some of these new products. For instance, on the business list side, our partner on that product as one of the core products that are integrated into the dashboard, that company has a $2.5 billion market cap. They're a leader in their industry. So we know that the product that we're offering the businesses is really the best out there. It's also an extremely profitable model for us, and it fits within the site that we acquired, and that was the main driver behind acquiring businesslist.com. But with that product alone, there's the opportunity to sign up 2,500 local businesses over the next 6 or 8 months. That puts us at $1 million in top line revenue. Now that's something that is very achievable for us. These aren't sky high predictions or anything. We obviously have much greater goals after that, but that's a way for us to drive revenue at the same time drive profitability. So we're not one of those companies that wants to just kind of grow the top line, constantly be looking for money to grow the business. Our model is based upon recycling the cash that we generate into the business, and it's very specific to get us to a $10 million company within the next 18 to 24 months.
Yep, you put out a release in December that said that you just completed a record-setting year-over-year sales jump of more than 300%. So you guys are going in, you have a strategy put into place, you're perfecting the strategy just like every business does, but you're doing it right. And you know what? You're showing consistent growth. And as an investor, especially at the current price of your stock, it has to be appealing to know that the company's actually doing all the right things. This vertical search engine really sounds like it could be a huge tool for you guys and give you that extra boost you need to get up to the next level. So let's go ahead and take a look at these sites here from a broad spectrum on more of a national scale. Are there going to be any other further additions to the current platforms that are in place, or are you doing anything else to perfect the way that they're laid out and interlinking these actual directories?
Yes, the biggest thing that's going to happen in the next 30 days is we're going to launch chiropractor.net as a vertical search engine. Our rebranding model that we're following, that is the first brand that's coming to market. We'll have from our customer side, from the local business side, we'll have access to the local business dashboard, which is the biggest product launch that we've had on that side of the business to date. But if everything on this launch goes according to schedule, essentially what we're doing is we're creating a replicatable platform here that will allow us to quickly launch then pediatricians, podiatrists, dietitians, therapists, all these other categories that we have, these one-word generic domain names. It will then also kind of allow us to go out and to potentially strike some new business deals in different categories with some of these other domain owners that I'm aware of, that I know pretty well, that have domains that are monetized under parking arrangements or Google AdSense type deals. And those monetization channels have dropped to a pretty good degree over the last couple of years. So chiropractor.net is very important because our first launch of the vertical search platform, and again, that creating these sites that we would project that we would have an Alexa ranking very similar to Business List on chiropractor within, say, 6 to 12 months after the launch of that site as a vertical search engine. So again, it's an exciting period for us. We've spent 6 months or so developing these couple of new products, and we're just about done with them. Our development time and money that's required to get to do these different things is going to drop considerably in the next few months. So we can focus on the revenue side and on the business. So yeah, that's the vertical search engine is a big piece, and it's coming soon.
You put out a recent release that said that you're taking your first steps towards becoming fully reporting. How is that process going? And do you know when you'll be looking to complete that, or what your thought process is on continuing to go full OTC?
Yeah, absolutely. It's gone a little bit slower than we had hoped because we've had to focus on the dashboard, and that's taken us a little bit longer than we had hoped also. But I mean, again, these are big products we're developing for a company of our size. It's a pretty significant undertaking. But having said that, I put out either release or on our last call. We've taken the position now that we're going to be not closing down, but we're going to be kind of completing, closing down this stage of the development. So
Excellent.
whereas the last 6 or 8 months, that's been a huge focus of our day. That's coming pretty close to an end now. The next focus is going to be on basically the two areas: driving revenue to the business and then getting the financials completed so we can uplist to either OTCQB or OTCBB. But yeah, we're absolutely going to do that. And in the short term, what I mentioned on one of the calls is that by the end of this month, I sit down with my accountants and the auditors, which we've already have a relationship with an auditor as PCAOB qualified auditors to do the filings for us. We have our attorney in place. She was a former SEC examiner to do the filings. So we're going to sit down together, look at a timeline on how quickly we can get these things done and wrap them all up. And if that timeline is more than 30 days, then I'm going to go ahead and file all of our filings up to date, which the quarter will end in May, on OTC or on the OTC Markets site, so that at least we're current on the Pink Sheets site, so that the stop sign goes away. And the longer that this process goes on, the skull and crossbones will come out, because that's all based on your last filing. So
right, exactly.
We're gonna remove all that either way in June, and then again, our goal 100% is to uplist this year, and like I said, hopefully in the next couple of months.
We take a look at your stock and your stock price, and it's amazing because in this market, you have so many companies that are putting together strategies and bringing in great numbers as far as their growth and their revenues, and going in the right direction, and the stock price kind of goes down or stays where it is. And it can be the opposite way as well. I've seen plenty of companies going down and their stock prices going up. So a lot of times the market actually operates in a backwards manner. Right now, it seems as if you guys are doing all the right things. I mean, within the company, you look excellent on paper, and your stock couldn't be in a better place. I mean,
yeah, it's the stock is a constant mystery to us. The stock's been substantially higher when we were doing 25% of the business that we do today. The value of the entire company right now in terms of market cap is probably less than our domain portfolio is worth if we just sold it in the open market. So granted, there's other factors in there, and we are on the Pink Sheets and the filings aren't done. So I'm aware, I understand that component to it, but I think that, something else down here is there's not the ability to hold on and look at this as investing in an actual company versus a trade, is kind of something we deal with too. But from a business perspective, this quarter that we're about to end in the next couple of weeks here will be the best we've ever had. So we're setting record revenue every quarter that we've had. And then these products that we're coming to market with in the next couple of weeks have the ability in a very understandable way to grow this business another, triple digits, kind of as far out as the eye can see for the next, 18, 24 months.
Exactly. Well, that's the beauty about operating on the internet. You're able to go and direct market to such a large audience, where a large segment of the market, can't do that if they have a tangible product that they have to actually deliver and deal with that aspect of it. But more or less, you're able to just branch out, draw in new businesses, new segments, that once you're done with the current segments, I mean, if you moved into a different niche market, let's say health or something else, and we're able to put together directory services or yoga even, or something like that. There's so many different opportunities and directions to go in the future. This more or less could create a spider web that could, span over, 20 or 30 different segments once the system's perfected.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's that's getting back to the vertical search piece, which is so exciting. Like, we own ReikiTherapist.com and AllergyTherapist.com, and we own, 1,000 different brands. A lot of them are geo-targeted, like we own NevadaLawyer.com. So there's the opportunity within all these, kind of smaller brands to do things on the business side locally for directories, but the ability to take these category brands and build them into search sites and then monetize those search sites. It's a very replicatable process. So again, with the launch of chiropractor.net coming, as long as that goes well, and we fully anticipate that it will, it seems like this is the evolution of everything we've done in this business. We've had the directory side. You've got the technologies like call tracking and recording that we offer our clients on a 24/7 basis. The dashboard will be accessible 24/7 from anywhere. As long as you have a computer or a tablet or mobile phone, you can get access to this information. So again, we're creating one place for a business to run their business from, which simplifies their day, which I think that was one of the key factors we heard back from the businesses in our first year of marketing to them. And when we had we had some churn, not it was lower than most companies in our space, primarily I think because of our brands, because we own, you're a podiatrist, you want to be on podiatrist.com, right? So
Exactly.
So we dealt with that, but having these technologies all in one place and being able to simplify a local business's use of technology is something that I think there's a massive opportunity out there for us to take advantage of.
That's excellent. Now, you mentioned something that was unique a minute ago. You said that you'll be able to access it from a tablet and from a smartphone. In today's day and age, technology has basically exploded. I mean, I've probably got 5 cell phones in my house right now, a couple of tablets. I mean, it's amazing the amount of technology that you collect. Compared to even 10 years ago. I remember when the Nintendo came out. But anyways, so you're going to utilize this obviously in an app format. So you've got the end consumer that has a phone. They're going to be able to pull up the app. They're going to be able to do their searches. Now, is there going to be any additional functionality as far as being cell phone based and being able to actually use this directory? Because I can think of a multitude of ways that you could actually use the directory, from a mobile-based solution.
Yeah, again, the opportunities, there's enormous opportunity out there. The one thing that we're trying to do on a company of our size is stay focused on where we can monetize the fastest and make the most money in the quickest path without spending a ton. But with that said, one of our key features in the dashboard is the solution that we're offering clients is that we have a web builder built into the dashboard that allows them to go and build a website. So a chiropractor can come in, buy a domain name, build a website. With a click of a button, he can take that website and convert it into a Facebook page and publish the Facebook page. With a click of another button, that's a mobilized website, all from that one dashboard. He can then go tie different tracking numbers to each one of those 3 properties. And then again, from his mobile phone, he can, or his tablet or any device, he can go track what happens, where those calls are coming from. He'll know which calls are coming from the mobile phone, which calls are coming from the Facebook page, which calls are coming from every ad source. Again, if he has offline, newspapers, radios, other campaigns, or value packs, those kind of things, you can set up new tracking numbers right within the system and track all of that information. So the end product is pretty powerful in terms of what we're delivering to the customers. But yeah, from an opportunity perspective, the mobile side is just it's traffic on the mobile side is just enormous, and even tablets now. How to optimize web pages so that they're accessible on a tablet is an interesting problem, because a lot of the tablets pull the mobile site up. They don't necessarily pull the website up. So that's another opportunity there to make sure that our technology or our partners' technology addresses those issues. And then again, we're kind of one of the leaders in that space if nobody else has it. And there's nobody that we compete with on a daily basis that has the depth of products now that we're going to have on the dashboard side, and then the actual properties that allow these customers to access customers outside of Google, which there's a million companies that get you on Google.
So it's not just a directory. It's more or less a one-click, one-stop shop, and especially for this particular segment, you're dealing with chiropractors, doctors. They're typically very busy, and they're working long hours. They're worrying about the patients. So when they come back, they're able to sit down and review a streamlined analytics presentation that tells them, where all their business came from the day, and they can perfect the method and, go back to work. It's actually an ingenious idea. Any other aspects of the business that you guys incorporate? Any hosting? I mean, it makes smart the way that you streamline the process from build all the way to publish, and having the directory. But any other aspects that you guys have that you offer the client?
Yeah, I mean, we basically, we're developing an appointment booking solution that's an online solution now. One of our competitors is a company called ZocDoc. They've raised about $100 million over the last year. They basically have directories and then an online booking widget, if you will, that they basically take sign a client up to it's roughly $300 a month, and they put this widget on their website, which gives them the appointment booking function, and then they drive some traffic there through Google, and they raise $100 million. $25 million came from Goldman Sachs, and that's their core product. That's something that at the end of the day, it's just not the return on investment is just not there if these guys really knew, meaning the local businesses knew that they're basically monetizing their existing traffic. So from the product side, we're launching the appointment booking solution, but that was the key thing, was that when during the first 12 months or so, these businesses are like, with everything going on in healthcare, all the changes in insurance, the last thing in the world they want to do is sit down and have to go to 5 websites and remember their passwords and remember how that site worked, to listen to call tracking on one side and manage their email account on another side and buy a domain on another side and all that kind of thing.
And it can be a nightmare. Nowadays, when something goes down, you're trying to piece together 5 different places. You're trying to piece together, the web portal. You're trying to piece together the analytics. You're trying to, once something comes unattached, it could take you an eternity, especially if you're not familiar with websites in the back ends, to be able to link everything together. So simplicity is the key. In today's day and age, if you can make it simple, if you can streamline process and offer a great quality product, you're in the running. Your growth has been unbelievable. I think a few 100% is what I read. Your domain listings are going through the roof. You've got multiple categories and a good business strategy to put into place that the investors, they should be impressed with that. I know if I were an investor, when I look at a company, whether it's a day trade or a long-term position, there's a checklist that I go over, starting with the management. I always believed in, I always bet on the jockey, not the horse. The horse can be trained. But the person that's training the horse, has to be able to actually lead the pack. So you guys have a very solid management, a good business plan. At your current stock price, this is 100% buy. You have to be excited about it.
Yeah, like I said, we've taken this business from every single domain name that we have. I acquired as a raw domain name with nothing on it. We've tested different business models. We have ZocDoc, Yext, Yodel, Reach Local call our clients every single day because we have a process in place where we listen to their calls. We know we're in the right space. And again, all of those companies are funded with 50 million plus, and they don't have the brands. That's one of the reasons that we decided to take on Podiatrist First and Chiropractor, because we were able to acquire brands that put us in play. So on the podiatry side, we own podiatrist.com. When you call podiatrist and you're saying you're calling from podiatrist.com, we get that credibility on the phone versus you're calling from, Johnny's Chiropractic Directory.com.
Right. So exactly, that makes a lot of sense.
and I think it's just going to continue. When we launched pediatricians.com, that's a massive market. We explored, and you've got to be, I think you've got to be able to move in this market too, because of the changes in technology. When you get these brands, one example of that is psychiatrists. We acquired psychiatrist.com at the same time we acquired pediatricians and podiatrists. That category is just not really fit for a directory. There's a ton of them out there. We went to the largest psychiatrist show in the country, and 100% of the feedback was, how can you get my name off the internet? Because these are individual doctors. They only have so many ability to see so many clients in a day. They're the ones that are prescribing all these drugs that are out there. The entire show was funded by Pfizer and Bristol Myers Squibb and all this. So they're not really even accepting clients pretty much across the board. Outside of a couple of states, it was an eye-opening experience. But that same category, they all came over saying, "Oh, you own podiatrist.com. What is that? Is that something for doctors? Is that an information engine?" And so that brand, there's a massive opportunity. That's one of our highest. It's funny, from the organic traffic side, that brand is one of our most trafficked sites. That we don't spend a nickel on, and we get a lot of traffic to that site. So when we get the vertical search piece on a category like that, there's an instance where you've got this brand, and what are you going to do with it? And you've got to be able to adapt to different models that are out there and figure out a way to monetize it. And again, I think that's something that we're deep into the learning curve now, and it's an exciting time for us. It's not from a stock perspective for sure. But again, we think with the uplisting and profits, I'm kind of, again, getting back to the fund manager side of my background, I'm all about profits. I think this company's stock from my side is going to be driven by the amount of money that we can make. And there's 20 million physical locations in the United States and local businesses. If we sign up 25,000 of them, we've got a $10 million a year reoccurring business with a 60% net profit margin. So you can do the math on the opportunity there is, and then we own Business List. Again, that was very strategic for us. We paid good money for that site. We've worked very hard to get the rankings, but it's all kind of culminated to where we are now, where when we approach businesses now, we have, an Alexa site that's a site that's got a less than 10,000 Alexa ranking. We have the generic name. If you're looking for business listings, that site shows up across the web. And we've got a great product. We've got a product that's as good, if not better, than anything else that's on the market. It's backed by a $2.5 billion company. So, yeah, we're very excited for what's going to happen in the second half of this year. But I'm from management side, we're focused on driving profits.
Right, exactly. Well, I want to commend you for coming on the radio show. I think especially at your current price point, you typically tend to get a lot of day traders. But with as much as you guys have going on, even as an investor in a higher price stock, let's say a NASDAQ stock, you're going to go over a checklist. How's the management? Are they growing? What kind of revenues do they have? Do they have a business plan in place that has room to grow over the next few years? How are the fundamentals? So on and so forth. So you've got basic key elements that you'd look down and analyze the company and say, yeah, you know what? Actually, I like this one for the following reasons. I may not like it for this. So when you take a look at your company, and I'm talking about just the company by itself and what you guys have been able to accomplish, you basically get the mind state and understanding that, this hasn't been just thrown together. There's actually a plan in place and a strategy and a methodology that's working in the plan that you've incorporated. So as an investor, you have to take a look at that. At your current price point, there's a lot of room for growth, especially right now. You're sitting on your long-term support. So as an investor listening to this right now, at the current price point, you have to be excited, with everything that's going on. There's plenty of room to go up. There's very little room to go down, especially with the key supports holding for as long as it has. This is a good stock to keep an eye on. There's absolutely no doubt about it. Now, you said you're cross vertical SEO. I don't want to walk backwards on this. I know we've been on an interview here for a bit. When exactly do you guys think that you'll have that configured and actually be able to unveil it and roll it out to the community?
That's the vertical search engine?
Yes.
I would say 100% sure by June 15th, but we think within the next 2 weeks it'll be ready. And once that site is ready, it works right now. So once the site is ready, and on this one, since we're not developing the actual underlying technology pieces like we are on the dashboard, we're going to put it right out into the market, and then we'll have the formal opening launch on June 15th at one of these shows that we're going to. But yeah, I would say within 2 weeks, this will be live and on the market. We're going to evaluate it for 30 days, make any changes that we need to, look at it, and then if everything goes according to schedule, we'll be launching pediatricians and psychiatrists the following month.
And then once that system's implemented, all you have to do is basically multiply it. Once it's perfected, you just have to put it into place and do the same thing over and over again.
Yeah, once it's perfected, we're going to sit down with our partner company and look at our plan for the year and figure out how many we can launch this year, because we have the brands, we have the domains, we have access to more of them. Like as I mentioned earlier, I know some of the guys in the space that own some of these just unbelievably good .com, .net, .org, one-word generic domain names that are entire categories. So and we'll get that information out once we get on the other side of chiropractor.net being launched.
That's amazing. Well, it's been great having you on the radio show. Is there anything that you would like to say to the new investors or maybe some of the past investors that might be listening to the radio show today?
I just say, honestly, from all the public information that's out there, we're heading into an exciting time. We're heading into the second part of the year. That's going to be a record year for us. Like as you mentioned, the stock's kind of at the low point it's been over the last 12 months. And the one thing we know we have the uplisting coming, which will provide SEC filings, not fully reporting on the Pink Sheet side, but actually as far as the Securities and Exchange Commission will be an actual fully reporting company. So those are going to be, I think, big events, because once we get to that level, then we can have access to some of these microcap funds and other investors. We're going to try to support that with a roadshow after we get those filings caught up, probably a quarter or two of our 10Qs being filed. But the second half of the year should be a very exciting time for us.
Yep, 70% of the market's going down. Small portion of the companies are going up. It's nice to see you guys are doing so well and have a good plan in place. That's why we chased you down to get you on the radio show today. We wanted the investors to take a look at this, from a short-term, even long-term swing position for the traders that like the high volatile stocks that have some good things going on. This is on the top of my list, which is why we're over there. We'll be over there this week, and really focusing on getting the word out here because there's a great opportunity for the investors, and there's not a lot in the market at this level. So Scott, it's been great having you on the radio show today. We want to thank you for coming on, and if you ever want to come on in the future, we'd love to welcome you back and speak directly to the community. It's such a good way to really get your word out to the investors.
No, again, I appreciate you guys for having me.
Absolutely. That's ticker symbol SEEK, ladies and gentlemen. Scott Gallagher, thedirectory.com.
The whispers are true. Games that are legendary. StockLegends.com.
All information posted by Stock Legends for informational purposes only should not be construed as an offer or solicitation to offer or buy or sell securities. By listening to this radio show or this poster or this video by Stock Legends, you are accepting sole responsibility for your own investment decisions. By reading messages, doing so in videos, or listening to the radio show, you acknowledge that the information hereunto contained within this message or video provided or radio show is for general opinionated discussion and for informational purposes only, therefore should not be considered to be complete, precise, accurate, or current investment advice. Be aware that internet persons, videos, and so on, not only on the original message board where this disclaimer was discovered or in this video show, but other message boards that is not limited to the originated video of the website, may be increasing or decreasing our share positions in security regardless of what they are saying or posting or construing on this radio show, and may be compensated in some way or form by a third-party investor in the company mentioned posted in this video or radio show. The non-affiliated third parties compensated may or may not have shares to liquidate, which could affect the stock price. Assume that any security mentioned is owned by Stock Legends and may be buying or selling, adding or subtracting away from the position that they have, regardless of anything said, inferred, construed, or referred to. Believe before or after starting company profile. Always do your own due diligence prior to making investment decisions. Never borrow money and buy penny stocks. Always remember penny stocks are very risky. You could possibly lose your wife, keys, car, house, and everything else comes along with it. Also, be aware that information provided concerning certain securities contains forward-looking statements that involve risks and uncertainties. As in any investment, never invest in a penny stock unless you can afford to lose your full or entire investment. We completely oblige by the Fifth Amendment for this full entire show.